Hey folks, welcome to the Auman Landscape YouTube channel. We're going to do a quick review of the, what is that thing? Ditch Witch SK750 machine. We got our new hire for the summer, Cameron. He's out of school for the year. He's our nephew also, but he's kind of learning, just running some things about the Ditch Witch here and how to run it. What do you think of that, Cameron? Have you ever run something like that?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I do gotta say it's pretty fun. You'll learn some technicalities with it, like how you should move the knobs and to like make the moves like function better together, like when you're trying to pick up and tilt back and like, all that. And
awesome.
Yeah, definitely something cool.
Yeah, fantastic. We'll get into Bobcat 595 later here in a minute. So I want to do a quick walk around and just show you the 750. They say they'll do about 750 pounds. That's about true. The more weight you keep closer to, obviously your pin height, or your bucket pin height, your bucket pin there, tilt pin, it's got a bunch of names. Of course, the more weight it can do, and then you can of course cheat with more counterbalance, or your overweight friends or well-nourished friends, let's say, whatever, and pick up more. I don't advise that, of course. The model everybody's telling me the one to do anymore is the 1550. You can pick up full skids of unilock pavers for the most part. They know they're about 2,300 pounds, stuff like that, so they'll do you real good. This machine has got about 1,500 hours on it. It has been, so the big thing with these machines is, if you have no Bobcat, no anything, and you're doing a lot of landscaping, a lot of stuff like that, we're definitely recommending get a mini skid steer loader first. Don't buy a mini hoe or anything. Now, you know your own business, you know your mix, you know where you want to go with your company. So that's like the thing, you have to self-determine, but you really do need to get, if you're shoveling and wheelbarrowing and doing all this god-awful stuff, you need to get a mini skid steer loader. If you're in landscaping, you consider yourself a landscaper, you need to have a mini skid steer loader like this. Buy the best machine you can afford at the time. Debt, no debt. We got videos on that, talking about our philosophies on that kind of stuff. But this is where this machine is at with 1,500 hours. We've had, I think, 3 sets of tracks on it. You can see the idlers are getting pretty worn now. And the drive cog here, drive gear is getting pretty worn. We've replaced a handful of these, which we have other YouTube videos on the channel talking about these things here and how to replace them and all that stuff. And it's generally you're best off to buy the whole spindle and hub assembly, as opposed, don't buy the wheel, but the whole spindle and hub assembly, as opposed to try and redo the bearings and all that. It's not worth it. It's got a little 23 or 24 horse Kubota engine in it. And it had a main, under warranty, this hydro pump, one of them in here went completely bad, and Ditch Witch got with us and replaced it under warranty entirely when it had about 400 hours on it, I think, which was cool that we didn't have to worry about it, which is really something to be said for, especially the more mechanically and electronically complex that these machines get. Is having a warranty on machinery is really nice, because repairing these things is getting so complicated. The shade tree mechanic anymore can't do it, and you don't have time for the downtime, frankly. There's levels of business there that applies to specifically, but we try to track all our oil changes here, writing them on the machine itself, and then we have GPS tracking on these as well that reports how many hours the machine is run, and send us. Then we have timers on there with GPS Track It is one of the systems we use, and it tells us when we should change our oil based on the parameters we set, which is really sweet. It was the main reason we got the GPS tracking stuff. That being said, yeah, that's that. We did just have a bolt work itself out on the hydro pump here. Where was it? It was that one there, matter of fact. And the cool thing in the Ditch Witch, I'm no Ditch Witch fanboy. I'm not a big, whatever, but the Ditch Witch mini skid steers really are solid. I gotta say, I really do like the Ditch Witch models. But in the manual, at least, it did have so we didn't have to go through Ditch Witch for a freaking bolt. It did have the actual threads, thread count and everything, not thread count, but I'm sorry, bolt size, metric, all that junk in the catalog, so we could just go down to a hardware supplier and get the actual right bolt instead of having to try to go through Ditch Witch to get a freaking bolt. That was cool. Standard low flow hydraulics, all those things. It's, obviously it's been beat up a little bit here. It gets used, runs on diesel, of course. Controls, super simple. I really have always liked that as far as controls go. My big hands, I can rest my hand on the bar here, which you can see gets down that a good bit, and I can control this way, you know, pretty safely and securely. Your boom and bucket controlled and your auxiliaries with the foot control. This is a parking brake. You can see in here, this is access for fuel filters and a few other things going on there. But at 1,500 hours, I think we've listed all the issues we've had. Tracks, of course, that's just a standard wear issue. But we did have a hydraulic pump replaced by Ditch Witch. The Ditch Witch brought to our attention, actually, which was really cool. And whatever. So we're peeling the Ditch Witch stickers off, and we're peeling all the stickers off of all our machines because we need to be advertising for Auman Landscape, not Ditch Witch, not John Deere, not Bobcat, whoever. And when these things are in photos for you know, our own promotion of the company and social media stuff, we need to be advertising for Auman, not for these other brands, unless they're paying us to do it, and they don't. So why would we be advertising for them? So that's our thing. But we do love Ditch Witch. We love the machines. Good solid things. Really consider the 1550 if you can swing it financially. It's a great all-around machine, a little bit bigger footprint. But the thing that's great about these is they're small, nimble. You can get them in and out of properties. Really nice. Grapples. We've got grapples and all sorts of stuff. The 3 buckets I think you should have, or 3 attachments you must have when you buy this machine. A set of forks, that's a must. And you want to buy, within reason, the lightest set of forks you could buy. You don't want some big overbuilt, heavy duty set of forks, because the more those forks weigh, it takes away from your lift capacities. The other thing you need to have, we believe, is a toothed bucket for digging. We got a smaller width bucket here, which I can't think of what size that is, but a smaller width bucket there. And then we got a larger bucket for more bulk material moving. That's a smooth edge, and that's kind of like the ideal bucket combo there. Now we got a grapple for this thing, and my tree buddies, tree feller buddies, and foresters, and or, you know, residential or urban foresters have grapples for these things. We have a grapple bucket for ours as well, and absolutely love that thing. It makes it's just an extension of your arm with more power, right? And you can really get a lot done with a grapple bucket. It's really amazing how much material these things can move for felling trees or whatever. Just adore it. So with that being said, we really do like the Ditch Witch SK750. The 1550, we have one on order. It's been in order for a year. We're supposed to be getting that. We're supposed to have it already this spring, but it's apparently not in. But yeah, that's it for 1,000 or 1,500 hour review. Other than keeping up on your basic maintenance, the thing has really provided or caused 0 issues. So that's that. There we go. And changing one thing is we do catch having to change fuel filters pretty regularly. The machine will tell you pretty much when it's running poorly, and maybe that's bad fuel delivery on our end, because we were running out of all 5-gallon tanks. Now we're running out of fuel cells on our shop, so hopefully we can keep and control fuel quality a little bit better, which is really super important. But that's that. So we're gonna be doing a bunch more equipment reviews and machine reviews here, so be following along here on the channel. Like, subscribe, all that junk, and check us out. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, folks.
Make sure to subscribe to Auman Landscapes. He puts a lot of hard work into these videos and equipment and everything. So make sure you like and subscribe.
Oh, you're taking over the channel now, huh?
Yep.
All right, that's cool. That works.
First of all, that was really impressive that you just listed off our entire history. Not a lot of people know how we started, so kudos to you. But yeah, we started off in roofing. Our CEO, Luke Hansen's family actually owns a roofing company here, and he was running into that same issue of documentation, just a lot of miscommunication, having to track photos, all that info down, and started Company Cam. And so while it was meant to solve a problem that he was dealing with specifically, he quickly came to realize that this isn't just a roofing problem. Communication, documentation, that's an issue that, you know, pretty much every contractor or service professional or anyone really who needs to take photos or document what they're doing, whether that's because they're working with heavy machinery, regulations that need to be followed, submitting for insurance claims, you name it.